第17集，谁是艾萨克·牛顿先生？苹果砸脑袋，苹果砸脑袋。
Meng Meng, what are you doing?
克里斯博士，我在等苹果砸我的脑袋呢，这样我就能做出了不起的科学发现了。
And why are you doing this?
昨天妈妈跟我说了一个伟大的科学家的故事。她说有一天，一个苹果正好砸在了他的脑袋上，然后他就做出了许多科学发现。这个科学家叫做牛。
Meng Meng, the scientist that your mom is referring to is Sir Isaac Newton. He was a scientist who lived over 400 years ago in England.
哦，对，他叫牛顿。
Meng Meng, this story is not quite accurate. Newton did in fact discover a great scientific law, the law of gravity. But the apple story is a folk tale, which means it's not real. It is because Newton saw the apple falling that he started to think about the reason behind it, and eventually came up with the law of gravity. Scientists don't come up with discoveries by being hit on the head by an apple.
啊，原来苹果砸脑袋的故事不是真的呀。哦，那好吧，那牛顿呢？他到底是一个什么样的科学家呢？你刚才说的什么宇宙、引力，又是什么呢？
Well, in fact, Newton was a very productive scientist. He made lots of discoveries, which explain to us how the world works. And we even have things today, like airplanes and spaceships, which were designed by referring to his laws.
哇，好厉害！那他发现了什么科学奥秘呢？
Well, there's too many to mention right now, Meng Meng. But of his most famous are called Newton's 3 laws of motion.
三大运动定律。
Yes, the laws of motion. These are the rules that are obeyed by things that move. They're also called Newton's laws because he was the first to discover them. We name things after scientists to remember their contribution. Grasping these laws, Meng Meng, you'll have the power that you're looking for.
好呀，我想拥有这种能力，我想学习牛顿定律。
Good. And what about you, children? Are you ready to learn the physical laws that govern our world? Good. Let's go. Hi kids, do you like drawing? Drawing is an amazing thing because with only pen and paper, we can explore the world of our imagination. For example, maybe I would like to fly to space. And maybe while I'm in space, I'll shake hands with the stars. Dr. Chris likes drawing very much because not only does it allow me to explore my imagination, but it also helps me with my research in physics and mathematics.
什么？克里斯博士，你用笔和画来做科学研究？科学研究难道不是在实验室里完成的吗？
Well, Meng Meng, not all scientific discoveries are made in a lab. Many scientists need only 2 things, a piece of paper and a pen. They draw out their scientific discoveries. Newton was one of these scientists.
啊，用笔画出科学，我也要学怎么画科学。
Yes, you can. But first, you need to learn another skill, mathematics.
数学？你说的是1、2、3、4、5上山打老虎，还有1加1等于2，2加2等于4吗？
Good, Meng Meng. After grasping a tool like mathematics, you'll be able to use your pen and paper to draw out your own scientific discoveries.
数学，这听起来挺难的。克里斯博士，这真的有必要吗？
It sure is, Meng Meng. Math is the only thing that allows us to make precise predictions and detailed calculations. It is necessary in all branches of science, engineering, and technology. Kids, if you want to be scientists in the future, you need to start studying your math today.
克里斯博士，我还是不明白，我们怎么能光用马克笔和白板来发现科学奥秘呢？那些实验设备都上哪儿去了？
Actually, Meng Meng, scientists have all sorts of different specialties. Some are good at performing experiments, and some are good at developing theories. 2 newtons here, 1 newton here, and we add them together to get 1 newton of net force this way. This guy wins.
啊，但是理论又是什么呢？
A theory. A theory is an idea that is the reason or cause of something. A good theory is one that is simple and explains a lot. For example, Newton found that the apple always fell to the ground. That's because the theory of gravity says that things always fall to the ground and don't fly off into the sky. This is the law of gravity.
所以说，牛顿提出的引力定律就是一种理论了。
That's correct, Meng Meng. Newton didn't work in a lab. He worked at the whiteboard, like this. He used mathematics and logic to describe what we now call gravity. If I use math to draw a piece of Newton's laws now, it looks like this. We have one object and another object, and they're both attracted to each other with gravity, and the amount of force F is written in mathematics like this.
哇，我想数学的确是挺重要的。
You are right. Newton's math equations have been used for over 400 years, and that is why Newton is famous even today. Newton not only was one of the first to use mathematics in theories of physics, but he also invented new mathematics.
不过克里斯博士，牛顿的这个科学定律看上去好难啊，我看不懂。
Don't worry, Meng Meng. That's why Dr. Chris is here. You'll understand it. In the coming lectures, we're going to learn about Newton's 3 laws of motion, which are simple and describe the motion of all the things in the universe using the idea of forces.
丽，我们现在在这个领域可以说是专家了，对不对，克里斯博士？
That's right, Meng Meng. We will build on our knowledge of forces to understand the laws of motion. The most important thing to remember from the last lecture was the net force. Do you remember it?
合力就是在拔河的时候，所有的力相互抵消以后所留下来的那个力，对吗，克里斯博士？
Correct. Remember that forces in the opposite direction cancel. And if all of the forces cancel, the object won't change its motion.
就像我们拉小狗一样，如果力相互抵消了，我们就拉不动小狗了。
Yes, Meng Meng. Hey, I have an idea. let's start our lesson on Newton's laws off with a game.
玩游戏。亲子游戏。
Hello, children. Today we're going to be little experimenters. Come on, Meng Meng, bring your ball. Let's also be good scientists and record our findings with pen and paper. Now, Meng Meng, set the ball down and watch it move. Oh, wait, it's not moving. Why do you think that is? Draw the forces you see on the ball with pen and paper. Okay, now set the ball rolling. Imagine the ball rolling and what forces are acting on the ball. Write it down with pen and paper. I won't show you my drawing just yet, but I will next time, and we'll talk about your drawing and how this demonstrates Newton's first law. Bye-bye!